What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the new Jaymoore show, and also for the live Power Season 6, Episode 1 recap review. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a long time since the show's been on, since we all been together, and I'm happy to be here. Before we get it started, I'm gonna allow some people to join in. Then we'll get the show on the road. First off, I want to say that it's good to have Power back on, finally. Seemed like forever. We've been waiting. And so, with that being said, it is good to finally have the show back on. We can finally get this crime drama love triangle saga concluded. Let me see. Make sure there's no technical difficulties right now. Look like everything is going off right. Just wanted to double check. Alright, everybody. So, first off, what's up with the new Power theme song? What do you guys think about that new Power theme song? Do you think they should have left it the way it was? Or do you think it was due for a change? I don't know. Maybe he should have left it the way it was. This Power Confidential. I know it comes on right after the show. Maybe I'll wait next time until this is over. They should have made it more interactive. This was taped, and I watched this. It comes on at midnight with the Stars app, just like the episode. Whereas other shows like The Walking Dead, for example, it's done live, so you can tweet the show live and get live reactions and different things, whereas this show is taped and it's just, you can watch it anytime, just the same way you watch the show. But with that being said, it's alright. Terrence J, he cool, alright dude, but he's not that funny. Doesn't have much entertainment value to his interviewing process. I would have liked to have been there interviewing them. I say, okay, Angie, how did it feel to be there, honey? I knew you wasn't going to make it. You know you're going to be there. Tommy shoot you right between the titty. You can't make it from now, honey. You know you're going to die. Adios. And 50 Cent, he kind of stiff on the Power Confidential. He ain't really loosened up. Scants Rants, Julian Hyam, what's going on, brothers? How y'all doing? What's up? JJ, yeah, he's still kicking like Jackie Chan. He a brown belt now, man. JJ's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, brother. He's getting better. Been doing it for years now. Pretty soon he'll be a black belt. Proud of him. He's been accomplishing a lot, and he also doing well in school too, man, on the honor roll. Yeah, JJ, they grow up so fast, man. Just yesterday I was changing diapers. Now look at him, he gonna be changing my diapers pretty soon. Yep. But yeah, he growing up on me, man. Yeah, you said that's what's up. Smooth move by Jason with them keys. Yeah, they had set it up for the musty thing, aka Mustang. The musty thing ended up being the decoy, and he actually saved Tommy's life without Tommy even realizing it, and sacrificed one of his pawns to Ghost. Now Ghost thinks that Tommy's dead, And they even hinted at that in the next episode when Tommy was telling his men, hey, as far as everybody know, I'm dead. I'm in the doit. And so with that being said, how's Tommy gonna operate? We know Tommy gonna end up blowing his cover one way or another soon enough. Tommy is not, the smoothest operator, but that is a good idea and a good way for him to get the upper hand on Ghost. We already know it ain't gonna work, especially in the second episode, but we'll see how it ends up. You say, what car do you think Tommy's gonna get next? Audi A5? Ha! Tommy don't have no style like that. Tommy will be in a Chevy or something, man. Tommy will get a Chevy Impala or something, like when he went to go see Holly or something. Tommy is an all-American car driver. He a basic thinker. And that's just how he is. He don't know what an Audi is from a hole in the wall. Audi 5000, G. That's the last he ever heard of the word Audi. He don't know. Tommy don't really have much style when it comes to stuff. Look at the way he dressed. Look at his apartment. It's hardly even furnished. Tommy is not a forward-thinking, stylish kind of person. He still drives a 60-year-old car every day in New York. That's so noticeable. Mellow Fellow, what's up? Yo, Jay, explain how Ghost hid in Tommy's apartment to fight him, but tried to shoot him in broad daylight. Make it make sense. Man, I can't make the impossible happen, man. We already know that don't make no sense at all. For real. Now, he was in Tommy's apartment. He could have just shot him when he walked in. But, of course, the show would have been over. That's the only way I can make that make sense. And then we know he wasn't going to shoot him in broad daylight. But they wanted to show that he was that upset. And so that's all they was trying to show is the escalation. But if he would have did that in broad daylight, that wouldn't have made sense either. Ghost is always calculated. He wouldn't have shot Tommy in front of his building in broad daylight and then just walk away into thin air. That don't make sense at all. So, and then Tariq, why would they stop fighting just because Tariq walked in? Who gives a damn? I would have still kept fighting. We would have still kept having to do what we had to do. Tariq would have just had to be there and watch. And then when he told Tariq go in the car and grabbed him, Tariq gonna smack him talking about get the F off of me. What? Boy, who the hell are you talking to? He should have beat Tariq's ass right then and there. Foot sweeped his ass. Put him in the headlock. You want to be tough? You want to act like you grown? You about to get treated like you grown. For real. I asked Tariq hard all of a sudden. Which is why I don't get that timeline of Courtney Kemp talking about everything in the show has happened in 5 to 6 months. How can he go from being in 5th grade in the first season to now he in high school and he's hard and all he did was spend 2 weeks with Kanan, a month with Kanan, and now he's so emotionally attached? Or now Tommy and Keisha, she's ready to sacrifice her whole life for Tommy, but they only been together for a month, 2 months? It doesn't make sense. Plus, why is Keisha trying to blow up her whole life and be with Tommy, especially when she got almost $500,000 in cash from Tasha when she gave her that duffel bag at her place? Why is Keisha trying to be with Tommy? She should leave. It's stupid. Talking and grubbing. What's going on, brother? Tommy need a Mr. Miyagi in his life. They was clowning him when they saw that shiner he had, huh? Then they talk about, boy, you need some karate lessons, boy. You need to go be looking. You know it's a number you can call if you getting abused. Are you getting touched at home? That's what we want to know. You know, when Urkel and Jerkel is making fun of you, that's a problem. But little did Tommy realize, he too sensitive, man, and he couldn't handle it. And he ended up killing Puncho after all they've been through. I don't know how the soldados is going to end up, respecting Tommy for that. And that one dude, I could see him playing it cool while he was there. But when he left, they could have been like, man, forget Tommy. It's time to take him out. Let's see. Malice 23. This season's going to be weird without Angie. I know, no more Angie. Jamie, no. I tried to tell everybody she wasn't gonna make it. For one, the caliber of the gun that she was shot with was too powerful. She only weighed 100 pounds, 5 foot tall. She wasn't gonna survive that. And it was center mass. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And so they had to keep that realistic. And then I even did the investigation and showed that she wasn't even listed past episode 2 on IMDb. So how could she be in the show when she ain't even listed as being in the show? People didn't want to believe me. Some people, I should say, didn't want to hear it. Want to say all kind of different things. Maybe she in witness protection. Somebody actually said that today on one of my videos. Maybe she's in witness protection. I'm like, no, she's dead. Like, it's over. Adios, honey. Jamie, it was nice. It was fun while it lasted. But no, Jamie, it's not going to make it. We didn't make it. I guess Papi was right. You were no good. You got me killed. And now, I know more on the show. Talking and grubbing. Just like Tommy was going hard for Teresi. He wasn't in his life. He didn't even care enough to pick up the damn phone. Exactly. And then why Tommy, this just don't make sense. Talking about he wasn't snitching on me. He was snitching on Ghost. That should be just the same as snitching on you. I mean, so you didn't care that he was snitching on Ghost. That's how you feel, Tommy? Really? That's really what you about to say? After all that Ghost done did for you, but you gonna sell Ghost out for some dude you just met? What? Less than a month? That's my dad. All I had was TV dad. So, you know, that was my dad. I was trying to get rid of it. It was my family. Like, dude, you 40 years old. Get over it. Even if you're 35, like, you grown, man, that time has passed. But you want to go play catch in the backyard? I mean, what, you want to get on his shoulders and go to the theme park? Go get on the Ferris wheel? I mean, it was over. They wanted to go kill people together. That's what it was. We go and we kill people together, man. That's my dad. That's what we do. It's just stupid. We got booger sugars together, you know. Just like me and mom, me and dad. We get high together. The family to get high together, die together. That's how we do. Don't make any sense. Mellow Fellow, 78. We need more Councilman Taint this season. We barely know, dude. I know, right? He about to let his taint hang out, though. It was just a lot they had to continue in this episode. That's just like Dre didn't stick his nose into the episode either. Because he's in witness protection. We gonna have to work him in somehow. And so they had to, you know, catch up. First they had to show that Angie died. A lot of people, you know, was waiting. We all was waiting actually over a year to find out. I knew she was dead, but I mean, I didn't know, because I don't work for the show or have inside information. I just knew that it shouldn't have made sense that she survived. But with that being said, it's interesting to finally see what they did and what the thinking was behind it. And now I could do my Angie impersonation with Paz, so it's still not over yet. You killed my sister! Prepare to die! Hello, my name is Paz. You killed my sister. Prepare to die. Who know where I got that from? Anyway, it'll be interesting to see what all happens with Paz. You know it with James and Patri. You know, you want to mutilate my sister's body, and you want to do that? Ball sass. You know, my sister told me you was a real asshole. He said, yeah, I was an asshole. Hey, Sachs, boy, he aged like old fruit, don't he? I mean, he is so wrinkled around the eyes and mouth. He need to go ahead and get some type of, mud mask treatment on a daily basis. Something, because, I mean, he is aging like old wine Sachs. That's what they should call him, wine Sachs. Because he is horrible looking. But anyway, we'll see what happens now. All of a sudden, he want to get Angie's murderer, even though he couldn't stand her and was talking about how he can't wait to put her in jail. Now he want to go ahead and find her killer, and he cares so much about her. He wanted to sleep with her, couldn't get none of that coochie. Then he wanted to put her in jail. Now he want to save, her legacy or whatever, and find who did it and put. It's just so confusing and conflicted sometimes. I don't know, at the writer's room. I would love to be in the writer's room and help, guide a major story. I actually got a few ideas for some stories myself that I'm going to put together and things. I plan on going to California later this year and making a few moves. So we'll see how that goes. Not to say I'll become, the next Courtney Kemp or anything like that. I doubt it, actually. Very unlikely. But I got a couple ideas. I'm going to try to pursue it, see where it goes from there. Let's see. Daniela Lee, what's up? How you doing? Glad you stopped by. Talking and grubbing. Dre still smells drama all the way from the safe house. He got the nose of a bloodhound and the IQ of an asshole. Daniela Lee, hey, how you doing? I see you. I'm getting to you, sweetheart. Donald, what's up? Tommy off the Booger Sugar. You know he is. Booger Sugar surprise. Talking and grubbing. Tamika, the black woman, gets fired but Sachs gets away scot-free. No disbarment. Typical. I know, right? They got rid of old Earth, kicked her out the back door, and then Ball Sachs, he just keeps to keep working because Kojak said, now I own you. Come on, man. Who the hell is Kojak? How he got that type of power? How was that in his... How was he able to do that? And then Sachs even come and tell him, not only is he the reason that the leak happened, that he's still leaking like a running faucet. He leaking more than Waterhead Terry was. I mean, come on now. Ball Sachs ain't even trustworthy. What has he done to deserve all of these second chances and everything that he got going on? It doesn't even make sense. And so, I don't know how that's going to work out they're going to basically end up sacrificing him. I hope he end up getting killed because, he part of the reason any of this happened is because he went to Tommy and told him that Teresi was trying to snitch on Ghost and not on Tommy. And that's what made Tommy realize that he was set up by Ghost. So, Ball Sachs, he should have he a lawyer at that, which is crazy. They got all these lawyers doing stuff that they wouldn't be doing. They're not officers, they're not agents for the FBI or any of that stuff, but yet still they're doing all this investigatory work like that's what their job is. They don't even carry guns, like, and they dealing with these criminals that murder and kill. It don't make sense. But anyway, talking and grubbing. Am I the only one who hates the new theme song with Trey Songz? Man, they waited too late to change it up. You can't play the same song for 5 years in a row and then everybody's looking forward to hearing that song. So they be like, oh yeah, it's going down, it's getting ready to rumble. And next thing you know, they got them singing the blues over here with Trey Songz or whatever, like it's a party or whatever. That they should have had, if anything, a darker and more grim song if they was gonna change it up, not a lighter, more partying song. That don't make sense. This isn't a party show. This ain't Euphoria. So I don't know. Kristen Ramirez, LMAO, love the voiceovers, keep them coming. Okay, I'll try to do my best, honey. Angie, no more, but we got Paz. We got Paz over here. I try to do the voice for her. You killing Jamie St. Patrick, and now you want to get my sister? No, Jamie, I will be in the grave before I let you pay for anything my sister have to do. Okay? Dreezy KO. Do you think one of these characters will buy the death penalty at the end of the show? Man, that's a good question. I mean, if the way that the show is set up, according to Courtney Kemp, that all of this supposedly happened in 5 to 6 months, which don't make sense from Tariq to go from 5th grade to 15, 16 years old in 5 to 6 months. But anyway, if all of these people have gotten killed and arrested and all this stuff in that short a period of time, then somebody would go down. It would just be inevitable. I mean, they like serial killers. The amount of bodies dropping and all the people, how all these lawyers and agents die in one office. Greg, you got what you call it, Angie, and then what's the Sandoval, Mike dying. How all these guys die in the same office and nobody's arrested? That don't make sense. So we'll see. Yeah, I think one of them should get the death penalty. Let's see. If anything, it'll probably be Ghost. I don't think Tommy will be able to get the drop on him. Or they may make it corny and Ghost and Tommy end up shooting each other and they both kill each other type stuff, which would end up being corny. I hope they don't do that. Let's see. Momo Burner, R.I.P. Angie Valdez and Pancho. Look like Donald Trump getting his wish. We're taking out all of the Hispanic. You got to go one way or the other. Pancho, adios. Pow. Pom, pom, pom. Christian Ramirez, you like that? You home? Donald Welliver. Tommy smoking that cane and kush. I know, right? Smoke. Getting high than a mug. Smoking that loud. That shit was strong, boy. It was already half burnt before he died. It was half cooked on one side. He was already smoked like a damn turkey leg. So we'll see what the finished product is. He should have passed it to Tariq. Hey man, you want to hit this? You loved him so much. He taught you so much. You talk about everybody lied to you. He lied to you just as much. He told you his name was Slim. He lied to you saying he didn't know who Kanan was. He killed your best friend Sean, but all of a sudden you love him so much. You believe every word he says. That don't make any sense either. Anyway, Mellow Fellow, do you think Lakeisha can act? Not necessarily, no. She's okay, but is she in line to win an Academy Award or anything? No. And they got her scenes corny. And her son, Cash, he really can't act. What? I just want some waffles. Get out of here. That don't even make no sense. Dreezy, man, that shit ain't happening in 5 to 6 months. She need to fix that. At least 4 years since the show started. I agree with you. This show is not happening in 5 to 6 months. It's impossible for this much stuff to happen that quick and nobody is arrested or caught. You say Tariq look like he damn near 6 foot tall. I know, right? He taller than Ghost. He taller than almost everybody but Tommy now. Let's see. Talking and grubbing. Them changing the theme song like that is the same when Different World went with Aretha Franklin for all those seasons of Boys to Men. I know, right? It's a different world. Daniela Lee. I'm sorry, but Lala can't act. Nah, she can't. But she sure do got a hell of a backfield in motion. Did you see her trying to make them waffles? Wow. She already had some cakes already baked and prepared. I'm telling you. Let's see. Christina Starr. Lala got a part on BH 90210 too. And no, she can't. Yeah, she's starting to get more and more parts. But no, she ain't gonna be confused with being the great actress. But maybe she trying to improve and show that she more than just Carmelo Anthony's wife. I don't know. We'll see. Charles Robinson. Did I see Councilman Tate giving someone a hard right hand in episode 2? Yeah, I did see that. It did show that clip real quick of him trying to, deliver the pain. We'll see how that happens. We'll see what he's all about. I know a lot of people think he connected to Breeze one way or the other. It'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. I don't know. He's so little and skinny though. It'll be interesting to see how he's kicking ass and taking names. Let's see. Hey, Christina, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Daniela Lee, who do you think is gonna die this season? Be honest, I think everybody gonna die except maybe Ghost, and he may end up in jail. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Tommy will die. I would like for Tariq to die, but I don't know. He may survive this all. I think Tasha might end up dead, especially when she telling her mama, I'ma go ahead and get even with Ghost myself. What the hell you think you gonna do? She playing with fire, talking about, forget my prenup, I want half. Ghost would have gave you half anyway. What the hell? Like you doing something. He would have gave you what you needed. He wanted to divorce you anyway. Now you talking about you want a divorce, you want to be clean. How could this go from a period of a few months? You talking about what is there more? You don't want to go clean. Now all of a sudden you mad at Ghost because now that the life is catching up with you, you mad. He told you this could happen in the very first episode. That's why he wanted to get out. It's never going to be smooth sailing forever in this type of game. Especially with the amount of killing they got going on. Let's see. Talking and grubbing. I guess Tommy thought smoking that Kanan Kush would give him his fighting skills. But Kanan had that prison strength. I know, right? Kanan been in prison for years. He was working that right hand. That right hand was mighty strong. So Tommy, he ain't had that issue. He ain't been able to do that. Ghost and him, they was able to go back and forth. That fight was kind of whack, actually. It was no real clear-cut winner in that. Especially when Ghost had the drop on him. Ghost should have just, popped him or whacked him. He hit him with a broom to knock the gun out his hand or something. Like, what? Should have cracked him upside the head. Christina, he starred loud. Yeah, Christian Ramirez. I do think Tommy will go before Ghost by the hands of Jason. Just a thought. I mean, it is close. You saw they was all making fun of Tommy, talking about how he looked weak and had that black eye. And so they already tired of Tommy's stupidity and stuff he got going on. He probably will take him out. Let's see. Talking and grubbing. Yeah, Lala isn't that great an actress. She okay though. She better at hosting. Yeah, she used to host like Real Housewives or something like that. I forgot what it was. The reunion episode or something like that. Talking and grubbing. Sachs needs to go too. Yeah, really. Also, the new head of criminal reminds me of the principal in Back to the Future. Slacker! Strickland. Principal Strickland. You slackers. Yeah, he does. And then he try to come at Proctor like Proctor gonna fold like old homework on Ghost and Tommy. Proctor know who he dealing with, and that they have him killed without a problem, which is actually more reason why Proctor should be ready to fold and get the hell out of there and getting the witness protection. Why is he still being loyal to Ghost and Tommy when he know that they'll kill him? Like, why is he still hanging on? Proctor's going to end up dead. Like I said in the earlier question, I think everybody gonna end up dead one way or the other, except maybe Tariq and Ghost. And I think Ghost will end up in jail, and Tariq, unfortunately, may end up alive still. Let's see, Christina, Tariq gonna live, take Ghost's place. I know, right? And Tariq is so soft, he could never really take that place. He didn't even grow up or have enough experience living that street life. What? Because he went to Canaan summer school, Thug summer school. Now he's ready to be the new Ghost. Like, this is... I like the show. I like the writers, but that's just bad writing. You ain't gonna be respected when you try to go against Primeras or go in the hood and you act like some old prep school punk. Like, he gonna have to only sell to prep school kids and become the new prep school Ghost or something. And eventually one of them will snitch on him. So I don't see how his career as a drug dealer could last long, but I ain't the one writing it, obviously. C Mac, Tommy dumb as hell. How you gonna use Ghost's checking account to get the drugs and think Ghost didn't know where he was gonna be at? Yeah, I know, right? And he lucky Ghost didn't stop payment on that check. That would have got Tommy killed right then and there. All Ghost had to do was stop payment on the check. Then Jason would have been pissed. He would have known Tommy was full of it. He would have known that Tommy still got problems with Ghost. Even when he gave him that check, he like, you clean this money through Ghost. Like, come on, man. This don't even make sense. And Tommy, yeah, well, I need to get the money. Let me get the money right. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Like, Tommy, you nothing, Tommy. And even Puncho said you ain't nothing without Ghost. And it's facts. Like, Tommy, I don't know why they so scared of Tommy shooting people. All of them shoot people. 2 Bits, Spanky, a.k.a. Urkel and Jerkle, they shoot people. Puncho and them shoot people. Like, why they so scared of Tommy? They should have shot Tommy as soon as he turned around, walked away. But, whatever. Let's see. Krista Ramirez, Balls and Sachs is done. Then Balls Sachs is about to shrivel up like he just got out the pool. Ball Sachs, I don't know how he think he about to get revenge for Angie just because they do an autopsy. What are they going to expect to find? A bullet in her chest? Like, of course his DNA is on her. He was with her. I don't see what evidence they're going to get from her autopsy to help convict Ghost that he's the one that killed her. It doesn't make sense to me. There's nothing on there that's not already on there that can't be explained. Daniela Lee, yeah, Proctor is definitely a dead man. Yeah, especially if they find out that he got that laptop. Let's see. Diamond Team Sensation Grooves. Hey Jay, didn't I tell you that Angie was gonna die? What's gonna happen to Tasha and Ghost's younger daughter Yasmin? And the theme song sucks so bad. I'm surprised Ghost didn't scream like the Lion King. Nah, he held it in, right? He didn't cry or nothing. He tried to be tough, even when he went to Angie's apartment, which was kind of suspicious. I don't know why he did that. And yeah, I made a video that Angie was gonna die last year, man. I've been said Angie was dead in multiple videos, so I was the only one saying it at first. A lot of people were saying that she ain't dead. Courtney Kemp said she not dead yet. Courtney Kemp said, Courtney Kemp gonna give the whole plot to the story on Twitter. Like, people put so much weight in what Courtney Kemp say. She's not the only writer for the show. Her job is not to give and spill the beans to what's gonna happen on the show. Like I told people in the videos, I'm telling you what's gonna happen. I did the investigation and the homework. Angie is dead. Besides, the caliber of gun that Tommy shot her with, almost nobody would survive that unless you're a very large person. Let's see, Christina Starr. You say, yeah, he ain't do that Lion King roar. No, Angie. Christina Starr, but that's how they write the shit now, though. I know, right? A lot of people in the audience, they just absorb stuff and they don't actually think about what they watch. You know, that's fine if you watching Star Wars or something. You know, that's a fantasy show. But a show like this is supposed to be grounded in reality. Of course, it's not real either. But some of this stuff just is just, I don't know. Talking and grubbing. Do y'all think Kate will be killed in this final season? She deserves to be. I think she will. Especially with all the stuff Tommy got going on. She may just be collateral damage and people trying to get back at Tommy. Let's see. What happened here? This just skipped up somewhere. You say, all right, Daniela Lee. I wonder who else would be on the spinoff show, because I don't think Tariq could carry the show. Yeah, he definitely can't carry that show. Maybe Dre's stick his nose in there somewhere and make the show pretty good. But I don't even think he could carry a show by himself either. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. They have to put some veteran actors around Tariq. Let's see. The Lavender MacGyver. Did Tasha really think that she was going to be able to leave and live happily ever after with Silver? She tried it before with Sean and he got killed. So I think she's the real victim in all of this. I don't know about if she's the real victim. They the ones ended up dead. And as far as Tasha, why don't she find a man that's not working for them? Why don't she go outside like they said in the show, Power Confidential? Why don't she go find somebody else to deal with? Stop being with people that work for Ghost that he knows. That's part of the reason they are getting killed. And I know that's why he killed Terry. Like, you little punk trying to do a half-ass job for me while I'm in jail, didn't believe me. You probably wanted me to stay in jail so you can keep porking my wife. You know, just the thoughts that was going through his head. I tried to tell somebody else before. Yeah, it doesn't matter he did this or did that. That's why she did it. The point remains, it's more hurtful and more upsetting that she picked somebody that works for him. You can get into the details of why she did it or he did this first or whatever the case, and it can all be valid points. But the fact that she chose somebody that works for him or that's close to him makes it worse. Just like if Ghost was cheating on Tasha with Keisha, that would have hurt her a whole lot worse than if it was with Angie. And that's just facts. Alright, let's see. Christina Star, so they're going to bring someone else in with them. Let's see. I'm not sure where you was going with that. The Lavender MacGyver. Of course, Reek aged fast. So did the baby sister. They tried it with no explanation. Yeah, exactly. Which is why they shouldn't have picked those kids in the first place. But see, if Tasha's supposed to be 30 and Tariq is 15, that means Tasha had Tariq when she was 15. But then you saying Ghost is 35, that means that he was 20 when she was 15. So now you making Ghost a pedophile because he's 20 with a 15-year-old knocking her up. You see what I'm saying? So that don't make sense. That's bad writing. You want us to root for a pedophile. R. Kelly in the dope game. Come on now. Let's see. Kristen Ramirez. I also think the gun Keisha threw in that shallow water is going to come back to her. She probably going to tell people one day, I know where the gun is. You can go such and such. I mean, it ain't that deep. And if they know where to go, they'll find it. So, we'll see. Daniela Lee. Maybe the autopsy would show that Angela was shot from a long range. Okay. That's a good point. But that don't mean that Ghost didn't do it still. He could have been from a long range. You know, but that's a good point, Daniela Lee. Kristen Ramirez, you saying for real that's going to come back to... Yeah, it may. Let me see. Let me try to get through some of these questions. Let's see. John Mock is way better than Sachs. Yeah, Sachs is better as a sidekick. I give him that. Mac Daddy. Big Mac. Let's see. Big Mike 24. Lala fingerprints on gun she threw in the water. If they find it, that's her ass. Yeah, but I doubt fingerprints stay on the gun when it's in the water like that. We'll see though. What's up, Fudgy Babe? How you doing? Diamond Dream Sensation Grooves. Right, how could Angie survive a fatal gunshot wound to her heart? I think Dre will be next to die. Yeah, I agree. C Mac, I think Tariq kills Ghost. He probably the only one that could get the drop on Ghost and do that. Or he gonna have him arrested like he did Kanan. The Lavender MacGyver, I think that Ghost and Tommy will get killed and Reek will take over everything. I know, right? A lot of people seem to think that. If they do, that's gonna be sorry show because Tariq is not, he's not built for that. He got punched one time by Brains and was down for the count. Dreezy KO. Damn fam, why you want Tariq to die? I don't think it would make sense for 2 kids to die. I think Tariq has plot armor. He wasn't even that annoying last season. I don't like Keisha and Sachs. Tariq does have the plot armor. I get what you're saying. He got so much writing they can do around him. I just think that he's a punk and that he really ain't really a tough kid. You know, he ain't really hood. And to be getting into this game when he had everything handed to him is stupid. Diamond Dream Sensation. You know what would be cool if Tasha and Tommy got together? That would mess Ghost up. Yeah, really. The way they over here meeting, that's crazy. And then she told Tommy, I ain't cool with you taking him out. He like, what, you think I need your permission? You ain't got me. You don't know me very well. I ain't built like that. He got me, tricked me into killing my dad. That's not going to work. Damn, Tommy, I'm just saying. You can't do that to Tariq and Yaz. Shit, Tariq don't even give a damn. And we ain't even heard Baby Bobblehead say nothing yet. So she probably wouldn't know. Let's see. Ben Richardson. Tasha's always porking the help. It makes sense. She might as well pork Tommy. Just make it a, trifecta. Bring it on home. Plus, Keisha, she already kind of worried that Tasha gonna steal her man. She already stole Sean. If she didn't do that, Sean would still be alive if he was with Keisha. So that was stupid. Let's see. Big Mike, Tariq, and Ghost survive. I think that Tariq and Ghost survive, but Ghost ends up in jail, and Tariq is going to end up, they're going to have him taken over in like Ghost type of position. He may not be at the top of the food chain, but he going to be trying to, be the dope boy. And the spinoff, yeah. Charles Robinson. I think Dre's going to go hard this season. I wonder what makes him come out of witness protection and decide to start getting involved in everything that's going on. That ain't going to make sense. But we'll see how it all turns out. Big Mike, Lala fingerprints all over that gun if they find it's over. Yeah, but I don't know how fingerprints work exactly, but I don't think it's going to stay on the gun once it's thrown in that water, especially as long as it's in there. Let's see, Talking and Grubbing, Lakeisha going to get killed later on this season. She not about that life. Actually, Lakeisha going to die around the 6th or 7th episode. I did some research for a video on that subject. And yeah, it's not looking good for her. And she actually stops appearing on the episode list around that time. So we'll see. Maybe she gets out of town. I don't know. She should have been left when she got that $500,000 in cash from Tasha. She should have closed up that damn weave shop, got the hell out of town, gave it to Tasha, sold it, whatever, and left. Why you gonna stay? For what? You can set up a new shop and a new location. You don't have to worry about getting killed. And why would she risk everything for Tommy when she got a son that she need to be there for? And now all of a sudden she all in for Tommy? For what? Why? What loyalty does she owe him to want to risk her life and her son's future? Don't make sense. Let's see. Mellow Fellow. Why didn't Ghost just show Tommy the pictures himself? Why would he think it was Photoshop or something? I know, right? Tommy was all wrapped up in his head that Ghost didn't want Teresi around because he was scared that it was Tommy's dad and Tommy was not going to love Ghost no more type thing. Whereas Ghost, like they was gay or something. Like Ghost is telling you this because dude is not trustworthy. He threatened Ghost in jail that he was going to snitch from day one. That's how they met. As him approaching as a snitch or else give me this amount of money. How could you trust this dude, Tommy? It don't make sense. You wanted a daddy that bad? I mean, I hear that not having a dad or a mom in your life can affect you in ways. I'm not sure. I didn't have that situation. But come on, man. You're in the dope game. You got all this to lose. You know what's going on. You know the history. You're 35 to 40 years old. What's going on, man? You gonna risk all that and over somebody that's been there your whole life that had your back? You don't care that he's snitching on him. He wasn't snitching on me. He was snitching on you. Snitching on Ghost is just the same as snitching on you, fool. Like, he don't care that he was gonna snitch on Ghost. He don't care that Teresi would have sent Ghost to jail. That's just stupid. Tommy is selfish. Let's see. Talking and grubbing at Ben, the help that's spending their overtime inside of Tasha. Working overtime, they punching that clock. She got that clock ticking, biological clock. They punching that clock. Let's see. Ben Richardson. Why did Keisha take all day to get rid of the gun? Crazy girl. Right. She should have did that as soon as he gave her the gun. She should have went directly to do it. And why Tommy didn't do it his damn self? He drove all the way to go meet her and then have her do it. Why he just didn't go straight to dropping it off his damn self? That was stupid. And anyway, she just gonna leave it in her purse like, you know, it's some makeup. And why is her son going in her purse like it's nothing? I never went in my mama purse. I already knew that was a no-no. Most kids, especially black kids, you know you don't go inside a woman's purse, especially a black woman purse, without asking. That's just not something you do. And he just going all in his purse talking about, I just wanted to get some money for lunch. Damn. Like, dude, you just don't go in my purse taking what money you want to take. Who the hell you think you is? You know what I'm saying? Looking like a crisscross reject. I don't get it. Let's see. Charles Robinson on the season trailer. I saw Dre walking down on the block with a shank. It looked like he was crying with anger. Did you see that? I did see that, but I didn't notice he was crying. It didn't look like he was crying. At least I didn't pick up on that. But I did see that the nose kind of was inflamed and he had the sniffles. So I don't know. Maybe he was upset. But I did see him with that shank like he was in the prison yard or something. So it will be interesting to see what he was about to do with that. He probably was trying to go kill Tommy or something, or at least make that attempt. We'll see. Let's see. Angela Bryant. No, she had no gloves on. You talking about Keisha throwing the gun in the water, I'm assuming. No, she didn't have gloves on, which was stupid. But fingerprints are not going to hold in the water, is what I'm saying. Again, I'm not 100% sure on how that works, but I don't believe fingerprints are that damn strong. I've had different things where the police had to dust for fingerprints, and you know, it's got to be on a non-porous surface, and they use a little powder that they dust it on to bring out the fingerprints. And I just don't think those fingerprints will stay on after being in the water that long. I mean, it's like washing it off. But again, I'm not 100% sure on that. That's something we need to Google and check it out. Somebody, while we talking, Google it and check it out. We'll see. Dreezy KO. Tariq is going to bring the family back together and Tommy will go out in the blaze of glory. Man, he almost went out in the blaze of glory. Ghost turned that musty thing into Swiss cheese. That old Mustang, the musty thing, he turned it into Swiss cheese real quick with that AR-15, boy. Tommy was lucky. Mellow fellow, little dude can't put waffles in a toaster his damn self. I know, right? Can I have some waffles? Like he the donkey from Shrek. I want some waffles. Get some waffles. Like, go on and put it in your damn self, boy. Well, I don't get that. You right. The Lavender MacGyver. Tommy is using Keisha. Remember when he introduced her to his dad and stepmom at dinner? Cash might get killed as collateral. Yeah, they gonna take Cash to the ATM, cash out. And as far as Keisha, yeah, she's just that character. They making the black women in this show stupid. And you know, why would she stick with Tommy for what? She just met him. I mean, I know that fried bologna sandwich ain't that damn good. What's wrong with her? And she already got money. She had a business. She taking care of her son. I don't know why she can't find a man as fine as she is, and she got things going in her favor, but all she can find is Sean and Tommy. That don't make sense. But anyway, you said Daniela Lee. I think Keisha will snitch then get killed. I mean, we saw she was crying on the floor with the gun pointed at somebody. I don't think she'll snitch, but she should. She should snitch and get witness protection and get the hell out of there. What is she fighting for? Why has she got Tommy's back ready to go to the death? And why is her son attached to Tommy after just such a short time being around? It just don't make sense. Talking and grubbing. This is for the chat. Who do y'all think will kill Lakeisha? Tommy. Big Mike said Tommy. Daniela Lee said, I think Tommy or Tasha will kill Keisha. I don't think Tasha will kill Keisha. Only person I think Tasha will kill, if she will kill anybody, is Ghost. That's the only person I think she would kill. Or Tommy trying to save Ghost. One way or the other. Charles Robinson, do you see Tommy and Tate sharing a scene this season? It would be interesting, but I don't see how they would meet and what they would have in common. But, you know, Councilman Taint, I think he gonna be more with Ghost and Dre in scenes than Tommy. But it would be interesting to see how they would interact with each other. Unless that he does have some type of connection with Breeze, then he would want to have to deal with Tommy and Ghost because they were responsible for Breeze being killed. So that's the only way I could see them having some type of common interest. Mellow Fellow, I think Tariq is going to get on the Italians' bad side and go running to Ghost for help. Yeah, I think so too. We already saw him getting his face mushed into the desk. And then we saw in that other scene him sneaking into that warehouse, and so he probably gonna steal something or get involved in something or see something that he ain't had no business seeing, and then all of a sudden he gonna go running to Daddy for help when he done got his ass into something that, you know, he got his mouth into something his ass can't get out of. And that's another reason why I think Tariq ain't built for this world and this life. Let's see, Lavender MacGyver. I'm surprised that Tommy made it this far. He's been bringing Ghost down. I think Ghost will kill Tommy. Yeah, I agree, exactly. Tommy should have been dead a long time ago, and if it wasn't for Ghost, he would have been dead or in jail a long time ago. He really has nothing to offer as far as smarts to stay in the game. He pissed off every connect that he ever dealt with, and it's just impossible. He luckily survived with Jason by saying Patar was the one. Barely made it. If that girl didn't vouch for him, it would have been over for him. Let's see, Talking and Grubbing Media. What about Ghost? He may look at it like Tommy killed the woman that I love. Now I'm going to kill the woman he loves. I don't know if he going to take it that far and kill Keisha, because Ghost known Keisha longer than Tommy has. So that would be kind of messed up. I think Ghost would rather just kill Tommy. And Ghost, what about that stupidness he said when he told Tasha, man, don't you see, he killed the woman that I love? Why would you tell Tasha that like that wasn't going to hurt her feelings? Talking about like he wanted her to have sympathy for his side piece getting killed. She wasn't going to have sympathy for, she was sad that Angie died. She didn't want that to happen. But Ghost can't be the one to tell her to feel sad about it. He the wrong one. He should have left it alone as far as saying the woman that I love is dead. Then she gonna come back talking about some, what about me? What about the man that I love, Terry? How the hell she in love with Waterhead Terry that fast? I don't get it. How they only been talking for a couple weeks, a month? If the whole show only happened in a few months, how the hell she fall in love that fast? That just don't make sense. Talking about she had a plan to run away with Terry. That's what she telling her mama. What? That's crazy. Talking and grubbing. Oh, you said that already. Let's see. Angela Bryant. Tommy is the one not loyal. Ghost has been saving all of them and Angela. Yeah, exactly. You ain't lying there. He was going to throw Ghost under the bus for Tony Teresi. I mean, how dirty is that? Kristen Ramirez. Speculation only. Keisha is gonna kill Tasha. Tommy gonna kill Keisha like he killed Holly, and Jason will take out Tommy first, so Ghost run it before Tariq takes him. I mean, it does sound plausible. Everybody takes out everybody, basically. We gonna see Ghost brought in for questioning by Jason. They showed that clip at the last episode, so we'll see. Let's see. Scarlet Judge, she agreed. Queen of Hearts, AJ, because he's a freaking idiot. Speaking to his wife like that, so disrespectful of Ghost. Yeah, that was, and Tariq out of control. How stupid could you be? Even if you felt that way, even if you know Tasha and y'all ain't together no more, why open that wound up again? Use some type of tact. Ghost is always thinking 2-3 moves ahead, always very careful what he does and says. But when it comes to Angie and Tasha, he don't know what the hell he doing. He just tell her all kind of stuff like Tasha ain't gonna be hurt. I mean, that was stupid. That's not gonna be in his benefit to have Tasha want to be upset with him and do things out of spite. I don't get it. Charles Robinson, I have a feeling Tariq's roommate will overdose on the pills Tariq is selling at Choke. This will be big. Yeah, and then Tariq could really be in trouble and definitely would need some help from Ghost. Let's see. Amazzy 20 on Mizzy 20. Spanky had the best line. Niggas die every day, B. Hey, that's true. Urkel know how it goes. He like, hey man, did I do that? Nope. It happens every day. Mellow fellow, did Christo's balls get locked up with Alicia? That's a good point. He was about to go ahead and get some of that Punani, and next thing you know, he was on lockdown too. So, but they didn't have nothing necessarily on him other than Hard Johnson. But other than that, they didn't really have him on anything. Whereas she was the main, person they had information on and was investigating. So maybe Christo Balls got lucky, and he may still be free. Let's see. Scarlet Judge, Tasha and Ghost don't want to see each other win. They the same in many ways. They exactly the same in a lot of ways. You are so right on that. And I don't know why they don't want to see each other win, and why they, Ghost didn't want to see her with Terry, and she don't want to see him with Angie, even though neither one of them wanted to be with each other no more. Although Ghost did try to make up with Tasha time and time again in season 4. I was just watching season 4 recently. I'm watching the show all over again with somebody that never saw it. And I mean, Ghost really tried to get back with Tasha a couple times in season 4. And they even had sex again. But then she kicked him out the room so she can call Tommy and give him the warning about Ruiz and Milan, which then created the downhill spiral of the Tommy killing Ruiz, and it's on tape. Ghost trying to break in to get the tape. Greg being killed. Ghost just caused the whole chain reaction. Whereas if she would have shut her mouth, it would have just went all by a whole lot smoother. Let's see. Charles Robinson. 2 Bits is already not feeling Tommy's actions. I know, right? And he gonna end up. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Urkel take out Tommy. That would make a lot of sense. All right, guys, it's been great talking to y'all. I want to share with you guys, I got a new website that I'm working on. It's not complete yet, but it's called www.Jaymoorereviews. and check it out. I'm gonna be placing some new things on there. And one thing that's special about that website is that all of my work is in one place. So I got the links for my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Patreon, all on one page. So say you don't have an Instagram account, that's fine. You can click on that link for Instagram and it'll take you right to my Instagram page. You can see all the posts that I put on Instagram that you guys may have been missing. I try to do a lot of creative different posts, as well as I got a lot of information about me and my background, and also some behind the scenes things on there. It's a work in progress. I'm still working to develop it. I'm doing it by myself, so bear with me. I'm also going to put on there an option, whereas if you want to have the talking photographs that I use, I can do that for you. Or I can put you in the music videos with famous people or just myself, or do a birthday greeting or whatever, and I will do all of this stuff for you as well. And also I can do enhanced pictures for you, as well as many other things coming soon to the website. Check it out. I'm working hard to bring as much content as possible. I'm trying to develop my channel into maybe being the next Siskel and Ebert. That's an old school reference, but if you know who it is, you'll know where I'm coming from. Maybe I'll be the black version of the Siskel and Ebert. You know, it's nobody that's really out there to fill that role. Maybe it's time for me to try to step up. Also, if you didn't notice, I'm wearing the Jaymoorereviews hoodie. Check out the merch. Also, if you type in the code free ship, you can get free shipping on all merch in the store. Also, check out the Ghost of Goon merch. Are you a Ghost of Goon? This is only going to be there for a limited time only. And then after it's gone, you won't see it no more. I also got the hoodie. Who you with? You a ghost or you a goon? Check it out. And I also got other stuff there for you. All of this is ways to help support my channel, support my work. I'm trying to grow so that I can even hire somebody to help do some of the tasks on the computer work side, and that way I can crank out 2 to 3 videos a day. So if you guys enjoy my show, you want to help support young black entrepreneur instead of making me an entrepreneur negro, then please, whether it's $1 or more, I appreciate everything you do. And who knows, maybe we can all, rise up together. When I'm successful, it's a reflection on everybody that supports me, so I appreciate it. I'm going to answer these last couple questions before I get out of here. Queen of Hearts, Tasha's mother told her to work out her marriage with Ghost. Now that the other woman is gone for good, her mother's a beast. You damn right her mother's a beast. Tasha should listen to her mother more. Tasha is just going down the wrong path, and she's going to get herself in a lot of trouble trying to get even with Ghost. The only way she could get even with him is if she decided to snitch on him and take everything. Other than that, she always gonna be hurt for what happened. Let's see, Dreezy KO. How is Ghost gonna survive this altercation with Jason in the next episode? Well, we know he gonna lie and say that he didn't do it or he didn't know what happened. That's the only way I can see him surviving that. If he admits that he the one that shot it up and he the one that did everything, it's no way he can make it. Because in reality, Ghost and Tommy are easy to kill. They walk around, they go to the same place. You know where he gonna be at the club. You know where they live. They don't have bodyguards. Ghost and Tommy walk around on a daily basis without guns on them. I mean, they would have been killed a long time ago if somebody really wanted to kill them. They're easy to get. So for them to be walking around unarmed, going to the same locations with the same routine, They're so easy to be killed, especially Ghost. You know where his kids are. He got a wife. I mean, you could kidnap them, kill them, anything to bring him out. It doesn't make sense. So the only way he can get out of that situation is trying to lie and say that he didn't do it. And since they didn't actually see him, that's the only way I see him making through it. Let's see. Angela Bryant. Fork Tasha. Hey, I'm with you when you right, sis. Talking and grubbing. Maybe Lala should become the spokesperson for Honey Nut Cheerios. Alright, Kevin Garnett. I know where you got that from when Kevin Garnett told that to Carmelo. Said his wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios. Scarlett Judge, thanks. I appreciate it. Queen of Hearts, yeah, thank you. Good points. Dreezy KO, it would suck if Proctor died. He's a cool character. Yeah, he is, man. And he actually should get the hell out of town. So many of these people need to get out of town or snitch. But it's crazy that they got so much loyalty to people that they know is going to end up killing them. I don't get it, but again, it's a show. If they all ended up snitching and getting out of town, then the show would be over. So, I get it. But other than that, don't make any sense. Again, check out www.jaymoorereviews.com. There you'll find the links to all of my sites that I do work. And I also got a nice biography about my background. You can read up on that. I'm offer new things where you can get your own videos made if you like. You can join me on patreon.com where it's only $1 a month. And for $1 a month, I got a few, benefits. You can be listed on my fan wall of fame. And also I'll make an enhanced picture for you if you like, that you can show to all your friends and family and look like a boss. Hey, can't beat that. In the end, I want to close by saying thanks. This was a great show. I appreciate all the comments from each and every one of you guys. Without your comments, the show wouldn't be what it was. I would have just been standing here looking silly with not much to say. So with that being said, I only planned on doing this for a half hour. It's been an hour. It went by so fast. And again, thanks for everybody for help making this a good, interesting show. I hope to see y'all again next week. Don't forget to check me out. Support my videos and work. And hey, even if it's a show you don't watch like Euphoria, if you enjoy my humor, you enjoy the way I tell the story, you're not necessarily watching Euphoria. You're watching my show talk about Euphoria. And it helps me to stay in business when shows like Power are not on. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. You all take care. And I'll see y'all next week. Peace.